maybe we can rent a car. And then we can reenact that scene from National Lampoon's European Vacation where they just keep going around and around in the circle.
Look, kids, Big Ben and Parliament. Welcome to Crocs in the Kitchen.
I'm Jessica.
And I'm Brian. As you may remember from the last video, we ended it by saying that we were thankful that we were heading back to Europe just after Christmas. And as you may also recall, we have talked about going to London and Paris before, and we've posted pictures of that, of us being fat in Europe.
We'll throw some up right now.
Yeah. And, but we walked around those cities like for 5 days, and it was complete and total insanity. And like for somebody of my size, like I was definitely close to 500 pounds at that time. And I walked all around Paris and upstairs and like all sorts of stuff. Like, I mean, I almost put like 40,000 steps on my pedometer, like at one point in time.
Yeah, you really pushed through. Like, we were in pain at the end of every day, and we got back to the hotels at like 2 a.m. because we'd always get stuck out late past when the trains ran, because apparently in London trains stop running at like 10 or 11. Like,
yeah,
I don't know why.
At least at that time. It may have changed since then. But we ended up, I do remember very vividly that we ended up on a bus for like 40-something stops. I believe it was the N19 to Sudbury.
And it kept saying that.
Yeah, it kept every stop. It's like, you're on the N19 to Sudbury. And so we got a full experience while we were there. But at the same time, we were still limited by our size and how much we could actually walk around, but we pushed through as much as we possibly could.
Yeah, it was the first time either of us had been to Europe, so we really wanted to see everything, but we only had 5 days. It was actually a trip that I won through work. It was like a really weird thing, and so we had a very limited time, but it was a blast. And like literally since the second we landed back in the States, we have been talking about returning to Europe and wanting to go back to Europe, and so we just kept pushing it off, and every year be like, oh, maybe next year, maybe once we lose weight, whatever. And so I guess this is kind of like a reward to ourselves for finally like getting our weight kind of under control and getting ourselves healthier. And it was kind of one of those moments where we just kept pushing it off. There's never going to be this time where it's like, oh yes, this is a perfect time to go. So we were like, we have time off around Christmas, so let's just book the tickets. So I went on, I actually got a really good deal on flights. I think the flights for this one cost like, for two of us, almost what we paid for one last time. So it was a really good deal. And so we were like, you know what, let's just do it. But I'm kind of a planner. I'm a crazy planner, and if you couldn't tell. And I haven't really planned anything yet. Yeah,
so we're going there just after Christmas. We will be in London for New Year's, and we do have one thing that is certainly planned, and that is we are going to see the fireworks on New Year's Eve. And we've got tickets. We've got like a reserved.
Yeah, we bought tickets in a reserved viewing area. Because there's so many people, they sell blocks, of tickets in different areas, and so we're gonna be in the one that's like right in front of the London Eye, best area for viewing supposedly. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that'll be absolutely fantastic. But there is one other thing though that is definitely planned. That is a Jessica thing. It is not a Brian thing. But we are going to take a quick little jaunt up to Nottingham and to see a very particular pantomime.
Yes, we're going to see, it's actually for PEEF too. So,
I guess it's for PEEF too.
We're going to see a pantomime of Cinderella, which apparently, I'm not really sure what a pantomime is. I don't think I've ever seen a pantomime, but it's apparently like an English thing. So I'm pretty excited to experience that. It is a pantomime of Cinderella, but it stars somebody or something.
Either way.
That Martin the Great Potato Mage, our friend in Berlin, introduced us to. He grew up in England, of course, and so he is very familiar with this lovable bear named Sooty. I say it wrong. Martin gave us a pronunciation guide. I think it's supposed to be more like
Sooty.
Sooty, but I guess that, I don't know. Martin, is that right?
Who cares?
Anyway, so yes, if you don't know who Sooty is, Sooty, just Google it. just look it up and you'll know who it is. I'm a big kid at heart, if you couldn't tell. So I'm pretty excited to see Sooty in the pantomime of Cinderella.
Yeah,
And I'm excited to go to Nottingham.
You've kind of become obsessed with Sooty over the last couple of months.
It's Martin's fault.
Thanks, Martin.
Martin apologized to Brian like the moment after he sent the link to me, the first link to me. He's like, "Oh gosh, what have I done, Brian?"
Yep. But other than that, we don't really have like times or dates set.
We
for
are
anything.
definitely going to go to Paris. We didn't say
Yes.
that, I don't think.
Well,
So
that's what I was just about to get to.
So we're going to take the Eurostar again over to Paris for like 2 or 3 nights.
We just don't know when that's actually going to happen as of yet. But
I would like to go see some other places in England.
Yeah.
We kind of had thought about going to like somewhere else outside, taking the Eurostar somewhere else outside of England. But I think other than Paris, we're going to stick in England. So we might go to a few other places. If there's anybody out there who has suggestions.
Yes.
That is why we're posting this now. So we're starting our planning mode. So
we want as much information as we can possibly get. We want to know like cities that we could possibly go to that would be super cool for the time of the year. Restaurants that we could possibly go to, or markets or something.
Yeah, I've seen so many. In London, there's just an insane amount of vegan options.
Yeah.
I know that. What I'm looking for are I know there's healthy vegan options there as well, like way more than we get in the States. So are there any like close to whole food plant-based places that you've eaten at in London? We're going to be there for a little bit, so we don't want to like completely, just eat junk food the entire time. We want to make sure we're kind of balancing it out. So if there's anything like that you've experienced there.
And not even just in London. I mean, like we don't even know where we're going outside of there.
Yeah.
And so that's why if you've got a suggestion for a city, maybe you've got suggestions for restaurants in said city. And so I mean, we really have no thing specifically planned. Everything is up in the air. So give us as much stuff as you possibly want in the comments, or send us messages on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. But we need your help. All you British fans out there, please help us actually get our trip planned.
Yeah, and then I guess the other part is we've been discussing over the last week or so, and I don't know if this is going to happen. Like, this is just like a tiny idea in our head, but we were thinking, like, are there any of you out there who live in England, like, probably who could get to London, because that seems like it'd be the best place to do some sort of like meetup.
Yes.
We're totally open to that. We don't know how that would work, logistics, anything. Like, are there any like plant-based groups up there that we could like, do something with, or anything like that? We're totally open. We're coming all the way over there, so we definitely would love to meet a few of you while we're there. And I don't know if that's gonna happen. I can't make any promises, but logistically speaking, I have no idea how that would work, but
if there's a lot of you that do actually comment and say yes, you want to do a meetup in London, then we will make that happen. We'll figure out a way.
Well, we'll try. We'll start figuring out if enough people seem to have an interest in it, then we'll start doing some kind of more formal, like maybe a Facebook event kind of thing where we can like put together ideas. Again, I think the logistics of like where we would host it are kind of like, I don't really know, but maybe like we find some kind of restaurant or something like that, or who knows.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
Yeah, but we're super excited. It's gonna be such a great way to end the year and start 2020. And I don't know, we're just excited.
Yeah, this is going to be an absolutely fun trip for us. And like I said, I'm looking forward to walking around these cities again. I am a huge history buff, and so it's still incredible to me when I can go to something in London that's just like, I remember the last time we were there, we ended up walking past a pub, and it's like, this pub established, 16 something. And I was just like, that's trippy. That pub is older than our country.
Yeah.
And so, like, just the sheer amount of history in that place that I would love to go see, and a bunch of different museums. If you think that there's some great museums that we should go hit up, and this is non-food related whatsoever. I'm a huge World War II history guy, so anything with that I'm cool with. But please help us out. Help us plan our trip. and this isn't just for the British fans too.
Yeah.
I know there's a bunch of Americans out there who travel all over the place, and so if you guys have suggestions of places that you found, help us out.
Yes.
Give us your suggestions on what you think we should do. But I am so looking forward to this trip. Like, I feel it's the right time to do it for us. And I think it's going to be perfect going there for like winter time and
I know,
all
I'm
that.
so excited. I hope it snows while we're there.
That'd be nice.
It would be so pretty.
Yeah, it'll be a fun time for us. But I think we should probably wrap this up.
There's one more thing.
What? Oh, is this a? Well, I mean, I don't know, but I just wanted to possibly maybe go catch a football game while we're over there too. So.
Yeah, we could do that.
Go Wolverhampton.
So there's one more thing that we forgot to do. We were going to do it in the last video.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We magically forgot, and we keep forgetting, but it's like time to get it over with.
Okay, yes, I know what you're talking about. Is it the fact that I'm the winner?
I mean...
Is the fact that I win?
I let you win.
And I am the person that has won. I am winning at life. I am the one that won the gas station challenge. Thank you to everyone who voted for me.
We didn't even actually count the votes because
it was so one-sided for me that it was just like, yay!
But Team Green Bean was strong. There were Team Green Bean.
There were a lot of people out there who hated green beans.
But there were a lot of people out there who loved the green beans. And I mean, if you're going on the technicalities of it, I mean, I'm just saying, whole food plant-based. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I won.
But
Votes
anyway,
count.
Brian won. We will be doing more challenges in the future, definitely. We're even talking about doing one over in England.
Yes.
Which should be very interesting. So, yeah, stay tuned for all that. Make sure you're following us. Did you already say that?
No, I didn't say that at all.
Make sure you're following us on social media because we'll definitely be posting stuff there. We might post some more like polls and other things there for you guys to give us ideas for our trip, obviously. And other than that, I think other than what do you have to tell them to subscribe?
Yes,
and all
please
that?
subscribe if you have not done so. And click the bell notification that is right next to it so you get all of the notifications whenever we post a new video.
Yes.
And
don't worry, we will have content going up while we're traveling, so don't worry.
Yes. Yeah, we've got everything planned out for like the next month and a half.
Yes.
So we're good. The videos will still keep coming even if we're not like recording them just a couple days before.
That just reminded me. The other thing I want to know is there anything that you guys want us to film while we're there? Like what kind of videos do you want to see? We have a few ideas for videos while we're in England. We're not going to do a ton because we don't want to be filming the entire time. Like, we really want to enjoy the vacation. But if there's any ideas you guys have, let us know and maybe we can make them happen. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's all I got.
That's all I got.
We will see you next time on Crocs in the Kitchen. Bye.